Someone who likes Disney movies or children's stuff too much? Someone you know who loves deep talks and long conversations? You quarrel or fight with this person, and the first thing they will do is unfriend you on Facebook, unfollow you on Instagram, and delete your number from their cell phone. They believe in removing the pain from its source that bothers them. If someone questions or challenges their principles or beliefs, you're likely to get a strong objection and criticism from them in return. These type of people have difficulty getting into loving relationships, probably because they never settle for less. If they think the other person is not worth wasting their time, they will prefer to be single than adjust or compromise with that person. They are nocturnal humans who love working alone, mostly at nights and in quiet environments where nobody can disturb them. Once they lie on their bed, even when they are awake, their minds run too deep and create multiple hypothetical situations about any random stranger or a thing whom they have never ever seen in their life. The mind never ever turns off. These are traits of none other than an INFJ person. Hey there, welcome to Hello Psychology. If you think our videos are cool enough, don't forget to like them and subscribe to our channel for weekly updates. I'm excited to talk and know about INFJ people. Are you? Here we go. There are in total 16 personality types defined by Katherine Briggs and Isabel. INFJ is one of them, who are considered to be the advocates or the counselors. In the term INFJ, I stands for introversion, N for intuitive, F for feeling, and J for judgment. They are obsessed with possibilities. INFJs are the kind of people who love working at a job which is creative and idea driven. They have big visions about their future and they wish they can be helpful for the overall well-being of the society. Their minds work like a non-stop engine and they can tell how to reach the solution of a problem in the best possible manner. They try to find meaning in everything. If it is an ongoing conversation, they would listen properly to the one who is speaking. INFJs don't take anything in a negative way. In fact, they're curious bugs who love exploring concepts such as religion, philosophy, art, history, science fiction, or magic. They hate small talks. Deep talks work as a brain catalyst for INFJs. They love listening to someone who is sharing his experiences about life, childhood, and relationships. For them, long conversations with the right person are priceless. You can easily trust them and have the longest of conversations with them without realizing that they rarely talk about themselves. They would love to make the other person happy and lend a listening ear, which usually entails making you comfortable and asking just the right question to keep you going. So if you are chatting about your life in detail and seem to walk away without knowing too much about the other person, then you just might have had a conversation with INFJ. Most INFJs use the words sorry or I apologize when they are in a relationship for no reason. They do not want their partner to misunderstand or misinterpret them. They want to keep their image positive. They hate being criticized or misunderstood as someone rude or mean. They want you to know that they care and that they are kind-hearted people with good motives. They have plenty to say, but words just don't come out easily for an INFJ. This is a sign of a person whose heart is pure and are pretty emotional about themselves and the ones they love. INFJs are very private people who choose their words very carefully and take the time to answer. They only tell people as much as they want the other person to know about them, because they think that no one would try to understand them deeply or even try to know the real heart of an INFJ. If somebody says something nasty or mean to an INFJ, they will crumble and collapse quite easily in their heads and then go home to evaluate and analyze every single side of what was said to them, why it was said to them, and then decide to either ignore that person fully or give another try. So basically they have a strange but deep internal power to analyze things very deeply. What are the issues faced by INFJs? Isolation, conflict, and internal turbulence are essentially normal for them. By focusing on small dumb things that really do not exist, they waste their precious mind power and their own time. They are emotionally fragile that can be viewed as their greatest weakness. And all the people around them know this weakness of an INFJ and take advantage of it easily. Many times it happens that they end up spending a lot of energy on and taking care of the people around them, often without that person willing to take care of INFJs in return. They're too nice people who don't know how to set healthy boundaries with people. So when to stop being nice to someone who is unworthy of an INFJ's attention is something that they strive to learn. They have clear, solid and strong values and principles, but sometimes they can't stand to the level or the standard they set for themselves, which leads to feelings of self-loathing, which questions their own mindset and lifestyle. And other people don't understand them because they don't have such passionate values and beliefs. So a couple of times they keep so high expectations of themselves that they can never meet. INFJs are stuck inside themselves like a silent scream because they can't relate with people around them. They could feel other people's pain and happiness, but being too emotional and hyperactive also brings with itself the residue of being an overthinker. They trust their intuition even though it is sometimes wrong. Though being soft-spoken, they have very strong opinions and will fight tirelessly for their beliefs and any idea they believe will click. But sometimes their intuition may not work and the INFJ might face setbacks which are mostly temporary. Many INFJs have a bad habit of not delegating the tasks. They are considered to be perfectionists, and in this process, if they are working in a team and don't find suitable people whom they think can handle the task, INFJ will not delegate the work, thinking they can do everything themselves and do it perfectly, which of course they can't. Empathy is given by an INFJ but never returned by other people. There are people out there that recognize the need in them to give until they are dry, but then they use them and leave. INFJs have the ability to feel suffering and joy of others very accurately, but when the time comes when an INFJ needs that same person or an emotional support, they rarely get it back. Often people misunderstand and misinterpret INFJs. They're considered to be weird by some people, which is actually totally opposite of who INFJs really are. These people don't want to understand the viewpoint of INFJ and don't even care to find out the truth, and hence INFJ tend to be secretive of their true feelings. In reality, INFJs are some of the most genuine people on this planet, and as per the MBTI statistics, there are very few and rare people with these traits out there, which makes them very, very special. What do you think about it? I would love to hear from you in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.